First of all, please switch off your videos. Make sure that your videos switched off. Should I request your answers, please write them on the chat. And lastly, should you have a pressing question, feel free to raise your hand. I will respond to you there and then, right? So we're continuing on our topic on measurements. But before we continue, yesterday, learners, I gave you homework, right? So now with each and every lesson, I will first do it correct. We'll first look at corrections before we proceed, right? So yesterday you were looking at measuring volume, and I gave you this lovely fish tank, and I told you that the capacity of this fish tank was 2 kiloliters, right? Obviously 2 kiloliters, that is 2,000 liters. And capacity means when it is full, it can carry 2 kiloliters. A was defining capacity, right? Okay, I'll basically go through answers quickly because this is correction, right? So I've actually written answers for you. So here, capacity is the amount of 3D space available to hold something. So anything along those lines will give you your answer. Will mark it correct. And then number two or B was a bit tricky, right? It says the fish tank is 85% full, right? So I always like to draw drawings, make drawings. So there's my fish tank, right? Okay, when it's full, it is 100% capacity. That means 2 kiloliters, right? But now we're told that currently it is 85%. Maybe 85% is about there, 85% full. And then we are told that you add some stones. So you add those beautiful stones to the bottom of the fish tank. The fish tank is now 97% full, right? So you add some stones, at the bottom. There are your stones, right? And now it has gone up, right? It is now 97% full. Okay. Basically, the question says, calculate the volume of the stones in liters. Okay. What is the volume of these stones? Right. Obviously, the amount of volume displayed, right, will be the amount of or the quantity of volume of stones. Right? So you can see that there's an increase in a couple of percentages from 85 to 97. I think the increase is about 12%. Right. So basically, these stones are actually 12% of 2 kiloliters. 12% of 2 kiloliters, right? Because the amount of water in the fish tank was raised by 12%, right? 97 minus 85, I think it's 12%, right? So basically you times 2 kiloliters by 12%, and then you convert your answers to liters, right? That is the easiest way of doing it. But I think most learners might have done it in this way. You might have said, okay, you might have converted your 2 kiloliters to liters. So you said 2 times 1,000, that is 2,000 liters, which is equal to 2 kiloliters, right? And then you said at full capacity, it can take 2,000 liters, right? And what is 85%, right, of 2,000? That should give you 1,700 liters, right? That means at 85%, basically in liters, it is 1,700 liters, right? As you can see there. And then you said, what is the volume at 97% capacity. Okay, you said at full capacity, which is 2000 times 97 divided by 100, and you got 1940, right? So at 97%, so there, 1940 liters. Okay. So the question is, by how many liters did the water in the fish tank go up by? So it will be 1940 liters minus 1700 liters. So it went up by 240 liters, right? So this is the volume of the stones, right? Bit tricky, but actually easy. Okay, now today's lesson, we're looking at measuring temperature. Okay, this is actually probably the easiest of the sections, right? Easiest and probably the shortest of the sections under measurement. Okay, let us proceed. At the end of the lesson, you should know how to convert temperature using given formulae, right? You should also be able to interpret resources that refer to temperature in different units, right? So far so easy. Okay, and a thermometer is an instrument that's used to measure temperature. Remember, temperature relates to how cold or how hot something is, right? So the thermometer, usually thermometers are given in this format. Remember, there's two types. There's like a manual. Okay, this happens to be a thermometer, by the way. And okay, these are maybe increments, right? Maybe this is maybe 36 degrees, 100% degrees, maybe Celsius. Maybe this is 37 degrees Celsius. Just making an example. Okay, sometimes in the exam, they'll give you a thermometer and they'll say the reading goes up to that interval. Then they ask you what is the temperature, right? What is the temperature reading for this thermometer, right? What is the temperature reading for this thermometer, right? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see what's happening here, right? But if you can see, please just give me your answer on the chat. What is the temperature reading on this funny thermometer that I have, right? Here it's 36 degrees Celsius, there it's 37 degrees Celsius. The reading goes to the third interval, right? Or increment from 36. Can anyone tell me what is the reading on this level, right? Okay. Okay, while you're thinking, okay, the reading, you first need to know how big is each increment or how big is each interval, right? Okay, in that case, you need to basically count how many intervals are there between 36 and 37, right? Okay, I have an answer. Let me see. Okay, Jared, the answer is 36.75. Okay, that is a very, very good response. Let's see if you're correct. Probably correct. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 spaces, right? 4 spaces. And between 36 and 37, there's just 1% increase. So it's 1 degrees Celsius, right? Divided by 4, right? It's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 4, right? So this will give you 0.25. So you are correct, degrees Celsius. So in this case, with each and every interval, you increase by 0.25. So this will be 36.25, 36.50 or 0.5, and 36.75. Excellent, well done. So this is the type of question they can ask you during the exam. Okay, now let's look at further notes, right? Now we're looking at the units of measuring temperature, right? Okay, it can be measured in degrees Celsius, right? That is a symbol for degrees Celsius, Okay, these countries that use the metric system, they use degrees Celsius, right? This is actually most countries in Europe, right? South Africa as well uses metric system, and then sometimes temperature is measured in degrees Fahrenheit, right? Degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, this applies to countries that use imperial system, right? Countries that use things like pounds, right? Your ounces, right? They use degrees Fahrenheit. Countries like the USA, right? Example, USA still uses Fahrenheit. It's actually a new way of measuring units. This is an old way of measuring units, right? Okay, now formulas that you need to know. You need to know these formulae, right? Okay, to convert, right, between degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit, you'll be using this formula here. By the way, you don't need to know this formula off by heart, right? You are given an exam, right? All you need to do is to be able to substitute correctly and give your answer in correct units, right? And if I convert in between degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius, right, you'll be using this formula here, right? First copy it down as is, then substitute, right? Then simplify, then give me the answer with correct units. Sometimes you are given these two formulas in this format, right? Okay, sometimes you're given in this format, right? But basically this is the same as that, right? This is the same as that. For example, 9 divided by 5, that is 1,8, right? And 5 divided by 9, that is 1 over 1,8. So basically this and this is the same, right? But you need to be able to work with both formulae, right? Whether given in this format or in this format, right? So I think so far so easy. Okay, now let us continue. As I've said, to convert from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, you must use the formula where the subject of the formula is what you're looking for, right? In this case, degrees Fahrenheit. And to convert from degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, you must use a formula that has the subject of the formula as degrees Celsius, right? So that is easy. Okay, now let's look at an example. Let's look at a number of examples. Okay, the first example goes as follows. Okay, water normally boils at 100 degrees Celsius, right? Here I said normally because it can change depending on your altitude, right? Okay, convert degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, right? Obviously, because we're converting to degrees Fahrenheit, you must look at the formula that has Fahrenheit as the subject of the formula, right? Okay, this is the one, degrees Fahrenheit, right, is equal to open bracket 1,8 times degrees Celsius close bracket plus 32 degrees, right? Now all you do, just plug in your or substitute your 100 straight into your formula. So it goes there, right? And then afterwards, learners, please don't jump, right? Because this can be for 2 marks. Right? So if you jump, you might lose marks. It can be for 2 or 3 marks even. And 1,8 times 100 is 180 degrees plus 32 degrees. If you add those two, you get 212 degrees, right? Learners just need to be careful that your units is what is required. Some learners will say 112 degrees Celsius and they'll get it wrong. So be careful that you have the correct units. Okay, next one. Now they say verify that your answer obtained above is correct by converting it to degrees Celsius. In other words, we're converting our answer. Here's our answer, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, back to degrees Celsius, right? So obviously you need to choose the correct formula, right? For degrees Celsius, you must use this second formula. Okay, there it is. Right. So all you do, okay, there's your formula. All you do, substitute degrees Fahrenheit with 212 degrees, right? After that, subtract these two. 212 degrees minus 32 degrees. Your answer will be 180 degrees, right? Divided by 1,8. 180 degrees divided by 1,8, right? Your answer will be 100. So our answer at A was correct, because if you are moving backwards, we're getting the original figure of 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, here's an activity, right? This activity is for you, right? Okay, I obviously said this section is very, very easy, right? So work with me here, right? Work with me here, right? Okay, I'll just read for you, and then you answer the questions by yourselves. Okay, here it says table 1. Okay, by the way, I like to use questions from past exam papers, right? So most of my activities are from past exam papers, right? So come exam, you'll be smiling, right? But please also invite your friends to be part of these lessons, right? So that they too will also excel in mathematics. 1.3, table 1 below shows the weather forecast with minimum and maximum temperatures for 3 cities from the 29th of April 2017. Okay, there it is repeated there. And then you have city A, B, C. We have minimum temperatures in degrees Celsius, and we have maximum temperatures. Sorry, maximum and minimum temperatures in degrees Celsius. Right. And then they show you the weather forecast and the change of rain. Right. Here, there's only 2 questions, so this one is easy. Okay, number 1.3.1. Identify the city with the lowest temperature, right? Obviously between A, B, and C. Identify the city with the lowest temperature, right? Obviously, we're looking at average of the maximum and the minimum. Which city has the lowest temperature? Please write your answer on your chat box. Which city has the lowest temperature between A and B and C, right? Obviously, to maximize your returns on your investment today, you need to be proactive, right? Which city? Okay, I have answers from a couple of learners already, right? Okay, 3 learners, right? Okay. Okay, some of your names will, okay, I won't say your names, but I can see 3 learners, right? Because your names, I might get them incorrectly, right? You're all saying C, so the correct answer is C. Well done. The correct answer is C. So those who said C, 2 is the max. So far you have 100%. Now, next one. Calculate the temperature range for city C. What is the temperature range for city C? Right. So I just need your answer. Don't show me how you're working out. Just give me the answer. Right. For city C. What is the temperature range for city C? Right. Okay. As soon as you're done, also give me the answer. This one could be tricky for some learners, but it's easy. Right? Remember, maths is easy. Maths is easy. So when you're done, just write your answer on the chat or to see who understands range, who knows range. Right? What's calculate the range for city C? Right? Okay, let me just refresh your memory for some of you who might have forgotten. Right? So when I say range, basically you're using this formula. Right? For range, let me, okay. Some of you have, okay. I can see for Tumelo, the answer is 15 degrees. Okay, so we'll check. we'll check. Okay, exactly. Some of you are shy, but let's see if your answers are correct. Right, for range, right? So range is basically maximum or highest value subtract your minimum value or smallest value, right? So in this case, for CTC, what's the maximum? CTC, the maximum is 8. So it would be 8, right? Subtract, and then in brackets, because the minimum is negative. So it will be -7. Okay. So this will become a negative times a negative is a positive. So it will be +7. And then 8 plus 7 is 15, right? And degrees. Don't forget your units, learners, degrees Celsius, right? Okay, here, what you need to remember, right? Range will always be a positive number. A range will always be a positive number, right? Your range won't be a negative number, right? It will always be a positive number, right? And don't fall into the temptation of just saying -7. It's actually -7, right? So it's easy as well. Okay. Okay, here's another question, right? Okay, activity 2. So activity 2 is yours, right? Today, all of the activities we'll do together because, as I've said again, this topic, this section is actually very, very easy. And it's very, very short. Okay. The cake must be baked. So someone is baking a cake. Right? Oh, I love cakes. Okay, there's a cake. It's not a good looking cake, but it's a cake. Okay, baked at 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Right? Now determine to what degree Celsius the oven must be turned, right? So let's say this recipe is from someone, a friend of yours from USA, and they give you the answer in the figure, the value for your temperature setting to be in degrees Fahrenheit. Because in South Africa, our ovens are in degrees Celsius. So change degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, right? Degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, right? Notice this is a grade 12 paper, but it's easy because grade 12 work and grade 11 work actually overlap, right? Obviously, paper one is the easiest. Right? Remember this year or November, your paper 1 and paper 2 will basically have similar levels. Okay, so please convert your answer to degrees Celsius. Use this given formula, right? As soon as you're done, just give me your answer on the chat. We'll give you a few minutes, right? I'll give you a few seconds because this is easy, right? Convert your answer from degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, right? Okay, 1 more minute left. So you can use a calculator and only write the answer on your chat. Only write the answer so that I can see who understands this work. Okay, 30 seconds left. Okay. Botumelo is giving me the answer again, right? Jared, okay, let's give me the answer as well. I'll just check your answers just now if they're correct, right? Okay, let us proceed, right? So for this one, okay, all you do, you basically need to substitute your 356 into your formula. But right, first start by writing up the formula as it is, then substitute your values, simplify, and then give me your answer. Okay, so here it is, 356 minus 32, right? So maybe mark for that step. Right. Sometimes I give you a mark for this, if it's 3 marks. If you subtract those two, there's your answer, 324 divided by 1,8. Right. So well done, learners. Excellent work. This is activity 2. All right. Okay. Okay, our last activity for the day. This will be our last activity for the day, right? Then I let you guys relax. Okay, from the top, it reads as follows. The weather forecast for Cape Town for the period 1st, right, to the 9th of June 2017 is shown below, right? You can see here, there's your calendar. Okay, this calendar is packed full of information. You're given a date, you're given the weather forecast, you're given the maximum and the minimum temperatures, right? Okay, the first is on Thursday, and the last day, which is the 9th, is on Friday. Okay, here you're also given a key, right? So sunny, cloudy, raining, rain and lightning, maximum and minimum. Okay, so this is easy, right? Now 1.2.1. 1.2.1, it says identify the maximum temperature for Friday, the 2nd of June 2017, right? Okay, just write your answer on your chat. What is the maximum temperature for Friday the 2nd? Okay, Botumelo. Botumelo's hand is up. Host, please unmute Botumelo. Hi, Botumelo. Hello?
Sorry, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my bad.
You carry on.
It's a mistake.
Sorry?
Mistake, sir.
There's a mistake where? Where?
I had to tap chat, then I tapped raise hand.
Oh, okay, by mistake. Okay, no problem.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. We'll continue.
Okay.
Okay. Now, okay, just give me your answers on your chat, right? What is the maximum temperature for Friday, the 2nd of June? Okay, let me see your answers. Okay, Jared or Jared. Jared Botumelo. Okay, these learners are very, very active. I'm sure they get high marks in school. They tell me that the answer is 26, right? So let me check if your answer is correct. So we're looking at Friday, the 2nd. Date is Friday, the 2nd. Okay, let me just use red. Friday, the 2nd. You're looking at, okay, red. We're looking at this date, right? The maximum temperature is 26 degrees, right? Celsius. Very, very good. Excellent work, right? Okay, you guys are on par. You guys understand what is happening. Now 1.1.2. Now they say write down the full date. Right? Full date means day, month, year, on which the lowest minimum temperature was measured. Right? Give me the date, the full date of the lowest minimum temperature measured. Right? So between obviously the 1st and the 9th of June, right? Don't write today's date. Today is very cold, so I'm looking for the dates given on the calendar there. Write it in full and write it on your chat. Right? Write it on your chat. Let me see if you know. If you can see. Right. By the way, these questions are actually easy. Right. So near exam, these are easy pickings. Give the full date on which the lowest minimum temperature was measured. Here, basically, this is about just reading information from the given graph. Okay, what are your answers, learners? Okay, let me see if you guys are able to identify the date for the lowest minimum temperature. Okay, Okay, I'm getting answers again, right? Okay, I'm getting answers from these learners. Okay, from Butumelo, right? Okay, and so far it's Butumelo. Okay, now obviously we're looking at minimum temperatures. Minimum temperatures are these temperatures here, right? And I'm looking at the lowest one. Obviously, the lowest one would be 3 degrees, right? Celsius, right? On what date was it measured? It was on the 8th, right? It was on the 8th. So your answer should have been the 8th of June, right? And the year is 2017, right? So I think your answers are actually all correct, right? Some of you are saying 6th, but it is the 8th, right? The answer is the 8th, right? So learners, don't allow yourself to lose easy marks, right? You just need to be careful. Here we look at minimum temperatures, right? So you need to underline exactly what's required so you won't make a mistake, right? So some of you got it correct. Well done. I think again, a learner by the name of Jared got it correct. So well done, right? Good try to the rest of you. I can see Botumelo's answer. Good try. Okay, now next one, arrange the maximum temperatures in descending order, right? Arrange the maximum temperatures in descending order. Okay, just give me those temperatures on your chart, right? But we're looking at keyword underline maximum temperatures, right? Give me your maximum temperatures, right? In descending order, right? Maximum temperatures in descending order. What are your answers? Okay, I'm giving you a couple of seconds to first arrange and rearrange your answers to see if you will get full marks. Okay. Learners, for this one, you should actually get at least 80% of the marks, at least 80% of the marks. Okay. I'm giving you 20 seconds left, right, to finish 1.2.3. 20 seconds left to finish 1.2.3. Okay, 10 seconds. Hopefully I'm not moving too fast for you. Okay. Okay, we're looking at maximum temperatures, right? We're looking at these temperatures here, the maximum, right? And we're arranging them from biggest to smallest, right? So the biggest one in this case for maximum, I can see it is 26. So using a pencil, I'll cancel 26. And then I'll write 26 here, right? After 26, I can see there's a 22, there's a 21, right? So it must be 22, then 21. So as soon as I write, I need to cancel. Remember, when they say descending learners, down, up, from top to bottom, down. Descending, think down, ascending up. Descending down, ascending up. So from top to bottom. Then after 21, you have 20. There's 20. Okay, so write 20. After 20, there's 19. This is actually easy pickings. Easy pickings. Then after 19, you have 16. There's 16. After 16, you have 2 15s, 1, 2, right? 2 15s, 1, 2, and then you have 14, right? Okay, Lenas, when you're done writing this, just double check that you have total the same numbers, right? The same total. Here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here again you should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? And check that they are descending. 26, 22, 21, 20. So they are descending. So full marks for this one as well. Right. Next one. Determine the date when there was rain and lightning. Right. On which date was there rain and lightning? Right. For this one, you need to look at your key. Right. I'm giving you about 30 seconds to do number 1.2.4. Determine the date when there was rain and lightning, right? Rain and lightning, right? So look at your key and tell me which date was that, right? Here, I'm not looking for the day, I'm just looking for the date. Which date was there lightning and rain, right? Here, I have a couple of answers, right? Okay, I'll say these are my A learners because they're giving me answers. I can see again. Okay, these two learners, they must be very, very bright. I can see Butumelo and Jared, right? They are both saying the answer is the 6th, right? Let's check if they're both correct. The answer is the 6th. Okay, so you need to get the key. There's rain and lightning, right? So according to what I see here, it is the same. You can see it's the same, rain and lightning, right? So it was on the 6th, right? The correct answer is the 6th of June and 6th of, that is your answer, 2017. Okay, well done, excellent work, right? Last question for the day. It says, determine the difference between the maximum and minimum temperatures, right? On the 8th of June 2017, right? Determine the difference between the maximum and the minimum, right? Want to know the difference between the maximum and the minimum. They give you the dates on the 8th, right? So just write your answer only. What is the difference between the maximum and the minimum on the 8th, right? Maybe to make life easy for you, let me just erase. Okay, I'm getting answers already. Okay, I'm getting 12 from my learners who are answering, right? Let's see if they're correct, right? Okay, I think Jared got 100% for this activity, right? But Tumela only got 2 incorrect answers. Okay, now let's see. Okay, here they're actually asking you for the range, right? So they're actually asking you for the range, because range is the difference between the maximum and the minimum, right? So for the 8th, the difference will be maximum value is 15. Okay, remember in the exam, always write the full values. Don't just write the answer. Show me how you got your answer. So 15 minus 3, which is the minimum. 15 minus 3, your answer is 12, right? And degrees Celsius, right? Okay, well done, learners. Okay, this was an easy activity, right? But I'm actually very, very proud of you, right? So obviously these are solutions, right? We're actually done for the day, right? Okay, this is your homework, learners, right? Okay, for this homework, I basically want you, I don't know if you'll be able to just copy it down, right? Here, let me just read it for you, right? This will be your homework. Tomorrow we'll be answering this work, right? Here, they ask you a number of things, but in your exam, expect such questions, right? They give you time, they give you temperature. So expect those type of questions in the exam, right? Here it says, Tina has a greenhouse in which, okay, learners, please close your videos. Okay, okay. In which she grows strawberries. The sprinkler system in the greenhouse sprays a fine mist to ensure the strawberries get enough water. The strawberries are watered for a total of 2 hours and 45. 2 hours and 45. Remember, learners, when you see numbers, you need to underline them and need to make a note to yourself what they mean. Basically, this is duration, how long it took to irrigate or to water. Right. Here, I'm not really asking you about time, but in the exam, one gets one question on every day, and the temperature in the greenhouse is kept constant at 25 degrees, right? So this is temperature in the greenhouse. The clock below shows the time each morning when the sprinkler system is switched off, right? So they switch it off at this time. What is this time, right? What you need to ask yourself, what is this time, right? Okay, for those who cannot see, maybe your devices are small, right? Let me just help you a bit to tell you what this time is. Right? Okay. Yes, this is grade 11. Okay, now the time is here. The time is, it is 11. You can see it is 11. 11 is 55, so this is 56. So it's 11:56. Okay, here are your questions. You don't have much time, we're almost done. So write these questions down because these are for homework. I'll just read them for you. It says, question 1, 3.2.1, determine the time the sprinkler system is turned or is switched on. Right? If it is switched off at this time, right, after 2 hours and 45 minutes, when was it turned on? Right? When was it turned on? That is your first question. When was it turned on? Remember, these are your homework questions. And then next one, basically here, they say the thermometer Tina uses is calibrated in degrees Fahrenheit. Right? Basically convert degrees Celsius, which is 25 degrees, to degrees Fahrenheit using this formula. Right? That's all they need. Right? So I'm sure you guys are done taking down these questions. Right? Some of you, I'm sure you've answered them already. Right? But you'll only look at your answers tomorrow, right? Because this is your homework, right? But what you saw was that this section is actually very, very easy, right? You just need to be careful. Sometimes they'll give you like 9/5, for example, instead of 1,8. So you need to be able to how to work. You need to know how to work with fractions as well. Right? Okay, hopefully you guys have taken this down, right? And then let me proceed to wrap up today's lesson. Okay, I'll show you answers there. Okay, now be careful when substituting into the formula, right? Make sure that you're using the correct formula. By the way, sometimes they give you both formulas. Range, as I've said, of temperature will always be a positive figure, will always be a positive value, right? And then for more resources, you can visit the website, basic education website, education.gov.za. And then next lesson, we're starting a new topic. We're looking at maps. So we'll be looking at number scale, and a bar scale, right? This is where tomorrow's lesson is very important, by the way, learners, for maps. So if you fall behind on tomorrow's lesson, you might lose out on some crucial, relevant, and important information. Okay, so we're done for today's lesson, right? Here's our for further information. You can email us on info@africatingigs.co.za. Right? You can obviously catch us on Facebook and YouTube as well. It's Africa Teen Gigs, or just go straight to our website www.africateengigs.co.za. Okay, we are done for today's lesson. See you again tomorrow, same time, same place. Okay, bye.